So, hi, my name is Josh, and I'm doing a Socratic seminar today. Alright, in this Socratic seminar, I would like to be discussing the growth of the main characters, Holden in Catcher in the Rye, and Antonio in Bless Me Ultima, through their loss of innocence in their novels. I would like to compare the themes of guidance, theme of guidance, moral independence, in these books. Okay, so to start, who does Antonio go to for question about like life questions, and who does Holden go to?
Antonio goes to Ultima, and what's his name, Holden, he doesn't really go to anyone because he doesn't have anyone.
So he goes to Phoebe.
Oh yeah, Phoebe. She kind of judges him.
Yeah, but he goes towards her mostly.
I feel like they're both comfortable towards women.
Yeah.
How does Phoebe help Holden out? Like talk about his problem.
Oh, I think nobody really listens to him and takes him serious. And his sister, not knowing kind of what he's doing, for her being so young, kind of still listens to him and doesn't judge him as much as
Because she cares.
And she shows innocence, and it's like something he doesn't really have, and just kind of a foil with him.
Foil? What do you mean by foil?
Like the opposite. Opposite of character.
So like, you're saying she compliments him, like brings out his...
She brings out his
Like another
happiness. Yeah, like he's always talking about her, oh, my kid sister Phoebe.
She also brings out his innocence that he once lost.
And then he takes her to the carousel.
Yeah. What about Antonio with Ultima?
Good question.
How does Ultima help? Yeah.
Well, I think he goes to Ultima because like she's not really pressuring him into what he should believe in or what he should do. She's just like giving him options on what he could believe in or do.
It's kind of just open-minded.
And he feels comforted by her because he's not being pressured like he is with his parents.
What major events caused them to have to go to them?
And not feeling comfortable enough to talk to either their parents unless he's even have a conference.
Like for Holden, when he got kicked out of school, he didn't, I guess he didn't have the courage to go talk to his parents. He didn't want to see them upset.
He felt he was a burden.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be a disappointment, and that's how Antonio feels too, like on deciding what religion he should believe in. Like he doesn't know what to pick because he doesn't want to be a disappointment to his family. Since like most of his family, like his brothers, they all picked to be Catholics and like live the life his mom did, but he doesn't want to. He doesn't know.
He sees that there's like faults in it, even in the Catholic religion, how his brother, he was upset that his brother was in the whorehouse. He even had a dream about it. About him going to hell for it.
Wait, who's it comparing both? I find it strange how Holden bottles his feelings about Ali's death, and he cannot go to his parents about it. He only goes to Phoebe. Phoebe tells him it was a while ago that it happened. And it's been a couple of years, and he still bottles it up. He still can't talk with his parents. And neither can Antonio.
Well, I think it's because he's been, for Holden, because he was in the private schools that he's not comfortable with his parents.
That's it. I think because they sent him to a private school, that's why he feels like he's such a burden, because his parents don't want him around. Like Phoebe, she doesn't go to a private school. Alright. How did Ali's death affect Holden? Like,
It's like, it kind of broke him, because he didn't, like, emotionally, or on the outside, he didn't, like, you couldn't see that he was,
Like physically?
yeah, he wasn't physically broken, but on the inside, from what we could tell, he was pretty devastated.
but there's Ali's death in Catcher in the Rye, and then there's Lupito and Florence's death in Bless Me Ultima, and then there's Ultima's later on. How does that impact us as human beings, death?
Death is a scary thing for anyone, no matter how old you are. So you can always tell, like it can always like follow you around a lot, or like you can just get over it.
Yeah, and it affects everyone differently. That's like with Holden, he was affected more, I think, because like he was older when it happened, and it was like his close, it was his family. But then with Antonio, a lot of them were like he was younger when he experienced it, so maybe like he didn't really know what was happening.
And he was more less knowledge, like he didn't
Yeah.
know about the people's death. When Florence's death came, that he hung out with Ultima more, so he had more knowledge of things. And then by the time Ultima's death happened, it affected him, but he wasn't brought down by it.
Like he understood.
Yeah.
And I think I think it's different how Holden overanalyzed things. Like he even said, "Oh, I don't want flowers on his grave. Who wants that when you're dead?" And then with Narcisso's death, Antonio, he kind of held it in and he didn't tell anyone till the end. And with Ultima, he was more understanding. Like she was in a better place. She was peaceful in the land.
I think death, I think it's something that's such a big subject. It's hard to deal with, and we see that through the character of Holden. And I think it's funny how both the characters deal with it differently. And especially like, what's it called? When, I think it helps advance their innocence, and it helps, they learn off death, because it teaches them that life is short, and they shouldn't waste time being
Mhm. Well, I think it's kind of like the same thing, like when Antonio's Epictetus does his first death, and then Holden has, Ali's death. Like they both didn't know, but Antonio has Ultima. He has Ultima like to guide him and tell him and give him knowledge about death. Where
So
you
him
know,
know like what's happening.
yeah, where Ali doesn't. I mean, not Ali. Holden doesn't. So he's more defiant, and it's like, you know, why isn't my parents taking the time to explain this to me?
Well, because he's not with his parents.
Well,
Well, yeah, but because he was younger, that was when he was with his family.
Yes.
At the end of Bless Me Ultima, do you think Antonio feels any better? Like, since Ultima is dead, do you think he has anyone else to talk to?
Probably not.
No. So do you think it'll advance him as a person, make him a better person? Do you think it'll make?
In the end, he was talking to, what's the golden carp's name? Ciso or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was talking to him about it. And he seemed kind of at peace. Well, I don't really remember. It was a while ago. But yes.
So you think like now that he has a way of living like the golden carp, I'm like, just keep going. Doesn't make sense.
Well, I feel like now at the age where if she's already dead, like he doesn't have to do anybody. He can like live his life. He doesn't have anything to hold on to anymore. Him, you know, having that knowledge.
Yeah, he acquired all the knowledge from it.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe she's always still gonna be with him in spirit, helping him as he helps others.
I think she basically showed him the tools that he can use, and taught him how to use the tools to make himself a better person. In certain situations, he can use that information and learn off it, so that he doesn't make that same mistake, and he can like advance his knowledge.